sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He will wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Let us connect.
OGEbeats.com.
Everybody wants to connect with each other. I want to connect with Krishna. I don't know about you guys. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We'll connect there. Let's get connection there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Go Ranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Oh Krishna, oh Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Radha Radha Radhe, Radha Radha Radhe, Radha Radha Radhe, Radha Radha Radhe, Radha Krishna Radhe, Radha Krishna Radhe, Radha Krishna Radhe, Radha Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Shri Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 oh, Krishna, Nityananda.
Purchase your
Nityananda, 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 Nityananda.
Beats by SV.com.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Purchase
Govinda, Govinda, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Govinda, 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 Govinda,
purchase your tracks today.
Govinda, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna. You turn your mics on and let's chant some japa.
Hare Krishna.
Ah,
Krishna.
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama.
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Nityananda
Hare,
Nityananda
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Nityananda
Hare Rama Hare
Nityananda
Rama Rama
Hare Hare,
Nityananda
Hare Krishna Hare
Nityananda
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Chaitanya
Hare
Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Rama Hare
Krishna Chaitanya
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama Hare
Shri
Rama
Oh,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Shri
Krishna
Shri Shri
Krishna
Nityananda, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Shri
Oh my Lord
Shri
Krishna, oh
Rama
my
Rama
Lord
Hare
Hari
Krishna, oh my Lord
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Shri
Rama Rama
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna
Shri
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Rama
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Advaita,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Shri
Rama
Gurudar, Shri Ram,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Shri Vasadi Kaura
Hare
Bhaktavinda,
oh
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hari Hari, Hari
Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna,
Hari Hari,
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
oh,
Krishna Krishna
oh my
Hare
God. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
I'm out in
Hare
my
Hare
grace.
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Pardon me, my
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
Rama
Pardon me.
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Ah,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Shri
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Jaya
Jaya
Jaya Nityananda
Nityananda,
Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra
Chandra,
Jaya
Jaya
Gora Bhakta
Gaura Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta.
Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Jaya Shri
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Jaya Jaya
Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Sri
Jaya Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Jaya
Chandra,
Gora
Jaya
Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Ah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah, chapter, okay, just page, this is Majjhikanda chapter 3, page 270. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So, you want to read there, Lalita?
Of course.
You didn't get to do your class for some reason today.
Yeah, I
You're not
had internet problems, but it's solved. It's
So,
solved.
okay, good.
Thank you. Sorry, I will go live later then because
Okay. You won't? You will.
I will go live later.
Yes, good.
I will make it good for Krishna.
Yes. Krishna gets hungry, a lot.
Poor guy. But I sang a bit, and maybe I read 2 verses or something. Chapter 3, Madhyakanda, eh?
Yeah.
From the beginning, or
Yeah, from the beginning.
that's Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Oh, glory to Sri Gora Hari Krishna. Oh, glory to you, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, glory to Lalita Ganga also.
Oh, glory to Lord Vishwambara. The omnipotent. The omnipotent Supreme Lord. Of all living entities.
What does omnipotent mean? All powerful or something?
Omnipotent, supreme, yeah, all powerful, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Potency.
Yeah, the Lord is all powerful. That's people. That's a really important quality to have if you're God. Matter of fact, that causes us to be humble, man. When you get it that God he's all powerful. He puts the living entities in illusion. See, like chapter 1 of the here. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, this is chapter 1 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Starts in the first verse here. The first verse says, by him, by Krishna, even the great sages and demigods are placed in illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire. Okay? So if the demigods are put in there, that's the demons also. Everybody is an illusion. See, he's all powerful. See, all powerful, but that works 2 ways, right? Both ways. It works all powerful to bring us an illusion, and all powerful to take us out of illusion. What name are we chanting? Krishna, right? All these different manifestations of Krishna, Radha, so anyway, the Lord wants to give us that love for him because, he is the transcendental name. See, he's also the Mayic names, the Maya that put you in illusion. See, people are looking at people who are looking at the Mayic names, and that's why, we're connecting. The Krishna is like the hub. You ever see the erector sets? There's a hub, and all these little sticks connect to the hub, keeps them together. Okay? So Krishna's transcendental name is the hub. And we're all like the little sticks connecting into the hub. So then we form a society here. See, we're connected by being connected with Krishna. Where people, they connect externally through each other. See, that's why, they get lonely and they get a partner and they're connecting this way with a fallen conditioned soul, and those persons are not looking at the internal Krishna, they're looking at the external Krishna. So it's two drowning people connecting and drowning together. See, we're the opposite. We're connecting to the hub there, the transcendental hub, and the Lord is lifting us all. See, that's Sadhu Sangha. See, we're all together. See, and also erecting like a city, a society. In this, we're all basically built in this, connecting to this hub here. That's how our little society is here. It's working. We're connecting to Krishna on the transcendental level. See, people on the external bhakti, they're connecting with Krishna by erecting like a society based on the rules of connecting everybody. That's why they look at you. Are you following this rule? Even in Vrindavan, are you following that rule? See, everybody's connecting by the rules. It's still external, right? We're connecting by the internal Krishna, internal potency. That's what bewilders people. They've never seen this. Okay? See? So that's why, that's the purification here too, because if you've got some of this stuff that wants to connect to the Maya and get us or others to connect with the Maya that you're still visualizing, it doesn't work at all, actually. And it becomes it's like a disease. See? So we are all more or less diseased, right? So that's because we're here. This is a halfway house or a place of a shower, So we keep connecting to the hub, and the Lord gradually or quickly, depending, takes us up and out of this, and we just continue connecting there. See, then you don't have any problems when you realize that. The problems are all because of trying to connect externally, by the conditioning, the conditioned way. See the false ego, false identification. This you realize, you got no problems. You're connecting to the Lord, the Lord's mind, the Lord's heart, right? How can you have problems when you're connecting to the Lord's mind, which is peaceful, full of bliss, because he's conclusive, knows the truth as it is. Everything is, he's all powerful. His transcendental potency is all powerful. See, all these, faith begins to be born. You realize, all I need to do is connect in the hub there, and then I'm placed into a society of devotees who are also connected like that, who've learned that secret. That's the idea of having a spiritual master, man. Most people don't know these simple things. You can't do it through speculations. That's why these gurus can't do it. See, they still speculate. Speculation is like a barrier. You cannot enter into this realm by speculation. It's only by relish, man. Only by getting this potency from the devotees who carry it. That's why they're here. If you're lucky to find one. You can find thousands of imitators, those who they have other desires other than this connection, with the transcendental potency. They want to be this, they want this, they want to be rich, they want to be, they want to be worshipped, they want to be adored, they want to be seen, they want to be acknowledged. It's all human stuff, man. Yeah. So this is how you do it, man. Yeah. You want to, so go ahead and read on.
Yeah. Oh my God.
See, the name is omnipotent, it's all powerful. See, and we just need the love. We need the affection for the name. That's called Bhakti Lata Bij, and you get that from the real devotees who have it. That's why I keep harping, I keep hammering, this point, on the nail of the truth. Just hammer it, hammer this truth nail. See, you need that love. You need that affection for the name. The name is transcendental. Do you know it? Do you know that name is transcendental? Do you feel it, man? Do you feel it uplifting you up? Is it your life and soul? Can you see why it's your life and soul? It's like a newborn baby becomes your life and soul, right? Your whole life change. All of a sudden, it's all about your baby, man, right? When you give birth, I mean, that's what I see in the movies. God forbid I'd never want to do this transgender thing. God, these guys want to have babies? Are they idiots? You got to be crazy to want to have a baby, man. Especially, ask any woman if you got to be, I think they get a little touched in the head to want to go through that over it. I mean, it doesn't look appealing. Is it appealing there, Lita?
Maybe I want the penis, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, yeah. Oh, much better.
Let's make it. Let's live in an illusion now.
I can't believe she said that.
You must be very transcendental to say things like that. That's so crazy, man.
Yeah, I tell you, all that pain, and all that, just for the Ross, of raising a kid for, I don't know, man. It never did sound appealing. 20-something years, and then all the problems in the teenage years. I've had friends, had children in their teenagers. What hellish stuff they go through sometimes. They get into drugs. Women get the pregnancies, and then all this. See, it's all drama. All this drama. Anyway, it's human, and that's okay. We can have our humanness too. That's the beautiful. And the Lord wants to give His divinity to us. Okay? And then we can go through whatever we go through. But the main thing, this is what keeps us safe. Prabhupada said, Majjhimadhikari is a safe position. Majjhimadhikari is when your love awakens. When you have a bona fide spiritual master, and you get this Bhakti-lata Bij, and it starts to sprout in attraction and affection, increasingly to the point of love, awakening. That's Majjhimadhikari. Now you know the truth. You may not be able to preach perfectly and all that stuff, and explain it right, what do you call it? Defeat all these tricky Brahmins and tricky sannyasis, using their tricks to be who they are, to be worshipped and adored and all that stuff. But still, you know what love is. You know what that is. Yeah. And then our Vedanta, grows from bhakti. And then when you read the books, you're attached to the words and you get revelation, all that. It just grows. And then you're able to preach also, and nicely, and convince others. Yeah. If they're convincible, if they're too identified with a false ego, well, what do you expect, man? The deeders, you got to leave, you shake the dust usually for a while. Maybe they come back later. Who knows? Yeah. Basically, you got to see that, the devotees found real happiness. Isn't that really it? You got to see and identify what is real happiness, and the real devotees do. And that's all I'm trying to say. Hey, man, this is the real happiness, man. No, it's all, no. I want to compete with you. I want to fight with you. I want to, see, that's the mode. You're under the modes. You want to do that. That's why Krishna comes here to fight. See, contact sport, people get purified by fighting with Krishna. See, why do you think Jesus said, don't think I came here to promote peace. I came here to fight. Fight with the Pharisees and all that.
Full contact.
Yeah. What do you think? You think I'm here just for peaceful? I could be peaceful. Why don't you have to cause all these problems? Why do you have to all these dramas? Well, I could just be peaceful, just like, and then Lord Caitanya would say the same thing to me, he said to Nityananda, who was just walking around peaceful, just, worshiping Krishna in peace, having a nice peaceful time, observing like the super soul. not doing any, not actively engaged in preaching work. And Lord Chaitanya said, how are we going to accomplish our mission if you don't act a little more wild? Get out there, express yourself, show them what real like in action worship of God is. What does it look like? See, all these you Vaishnavas, you think you're smart? What do you got to express? Why do you got to show all this stuff? What do you want? You see, they think like they think. That's why they got to suppress. Oh, no, I don't want to. I got to be humble. I don't want to show. Well, you can't show anyway. So what's the big deal? You don't have this. They don't. Well, why are you showing all these things that we can't do? That's what they're basically saying. Why are you showing all these things? Well, because this is people got to know, wow, what does worship look like in Vrindavan? Otherwise, no, but it was just a storybook of Vrindavan here. You don't understand nothing. And they're going around, they build a whole philosophy on their speculation of Vrindavan. It's unbelievable. Huh? Fernando, can you believe this? Oh yeah, Vrindavan's like they're not even in there. Yeah, let's see, we can put on it. We'll just pretend we're gurus of Vrindavan. And they put on the show and they say all these flowery verses, that they don't connect with anybody. And they're all in people's, they go, yeah. I was watching the Radhanaths preaching all this stuff that doesn't work, and everybody's in the room in their heads. And then they leave and nothing happens. Nothing.
Yeah. Like with the clothes of the emperor.
There's nothing, no solid. Yeah. No solidness. Yeah. Well, here we preach, hey man, just get the mercy of Lord. It's so simple, isn't it? Get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Come in this society. We're connected to the transcendental Lord here, and we'll teach you how to also put your little stick. You got a sannyasi stick? Well, come here. We'll push the stick up into the Lord there. See? Not in your false ego. Like you use the stick like a straw. You stick it in people to suck their energy, and get their worship. That's how they get their energy. See, but it's not clean. You've got to stick that stick in the transcendental Lord. Yeah, that means you got to come in real line and learn how to do that. Even if you have to learn from a Sudra, a low-class person, because that's the way the Lord usually likes to roll, man, in this world. He likes a low-class person, man. Person who doesn't glory in their sticks, glory in their, I'm so intelligent. I'm just a fool personally. I'm just a low-class fool. But boy, I just put my little stick. I just stick my finger. That's my stick here. You got the big one. I got one easy, light to carry. I just stick it in there. Sometimes I just stick my tongue in Krishna. Oh, go deep.
For the good taste and the good knowledge, because otherwise you can't speak his knowledge.
No, you can't. You got to stick your tongue deep into Krishna's transcendental name, and really just relish it, taste it, eat it like it's food. Transcend the Kamalakanta level, Look at this. What are you enjoying on the beach party over there? Oh, well, we enjoy our beach parties, man. Look, he said, Amy, she's not. Oh, she's just in this beach party thing. Yeah, she likes beach party. That's where we eat our food, man. It's a beach party thing. Yeah, matter of fact, we don't have enough palm trees here. Let's see. Let's get some palm trees going here, man.
He's jealous, Kamalakanta.
And yeah, of course he should be, man.
But he's really jealous.
Yeah, we got the life here. Not only me, but all of you. You could be in Belgium and it's snowing. You're in the life because we got the real life. The life transcends palm trees and stuff. You can't. That's the thing. You get so see the palm tree. What is this? A nice palm tree, a nice sunset. It's a beautiful illusion. That palm tree will go into the dirt at some time. A nuclear bomb could blow it all up. All of a sudden it changes the whole atmosphere. All that stuff is temporary, and the thing is, you need the palm tree of the Lord. All that stuff that temporary stuff even comes from the Lord. So we get into the permanent juice, the permanent Lord, his name, his pastimes, his qualities, these truths. See, this we have our connection, our happiness from that. That's the whole idea of Sadhu Sangha, to get a new kind of extraordinary happiness. I barely even go to the beach he thinks I'm down over there on the beach. I barely even go there. I sit more closer to here. I'm waiting, counting the hours. Okay, let's see, my voice recovered yet? I want to go to the beach of Krishna. He's the real beach, man. And that's the thing. When you get a taste for the transcendental Lord, then it's like, okay, it's all right, but it's nothing, It's just mode of goodness. You don't get a lot of juice. Maybe it helps you chant or something if you have a nice weather, and go for Sankirtan or something. But you can't get people, they live for this, the vacations to go here and come out there and go on the boats, and go diving and, go here, that's all they get life from that. See, the whole thing is we need to get life where life really comes from. See, that's what we do here, man, But you can't speculate. You can't reach that plane by speculating. It comes by relish. You have to come here and learn. Help you learn. How to put your sticks, your sannyas sticks, in that transcendental Lord and get happiness that way. See? And be in a society of devotees who are all putting our sticks. We're all chanting, right? And then when you're connecting, when you become more ecstatic and you can relish the name. That's the point of being here. That's the gift you get here. The Lord came and gave transcendental love of God. What are you getting here? Transcendental love of God, like Father, like Son. This is what Jesus was teaching. The Father is the Father. He's there. Nobody can connect. They can't put their connection to that. They don't know what it is. They don't know how it shows up. They need some role models to teach them. What do you think a real teacher is? Ramananda Roy said, Lord Caitanya said, what's the best education? He says the only education really worthwhile is the devotional service of the Lord. Not Vaidhi only, that's the beginners, but to eventually do what we do, connect in loving, ecstatic worship of the Lord's name. Natural adoration for the name comes. Natural happiness and taste and nourishment comes from that. But you got to get this potency from the real devotee. The big sticks out there and those gurus who don't have it can't give it to you. It's that simple. And as you're connecting, you can automatically see who has it, right? You can tell this guy doesn't have it. They're just putting on a show. It's a show of devotional service, not real devotional service. Not yet. And people follow that. Well, that's coming to an end now because we have this real preaching, which points out which is not real preaching, actually. People, they're only following that because they think it's real, but it's just a thought. It's a speculative thought. This is real. This is real. Real connection, real ecstasy. All confirmed by the book, and those who get this potency say, yeah, I'm ecstatic in the association of these devotees here in Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace place. Yeah, I'm picking it up. It's real. It's great, man. Now I'm starting to know what is true auspiciousness. You think of following rules and regulations is really auspicious, or being a mode of goodness is auspicious, or being a demigod is auspicious? You still don't know what auspiciousness is. Auspiciousness is transcendental. It's real fortune. You become a god of fortune or a goddess of fortune because you found the ultimate treasure that lasts forever. Why wouldn't you? Now you found what real riches are. Everybody else is looking. They think, maybe name and fame is the riches. No, that just is the Maya coming from the transcendental Lord, keeping you from it. See, all the world is chasing after, this here. Everybody's an illusion, and they think water is in all that fire. There's fire everywhere. We're in the forest fire. And there's fire everywhere. And people are saying, and they're imagining water is there. Oh, being a big guru. Oh, look, Prabhupada was so great. Let's also become big gurus. Oh, yeah. And then we will get the perfect happiness when we get all this adoration and we're walking around with our big sticks and they're all saying, oh, Guru Dev, I adore you. You're like a rock star. You have faith in being a rock star, guru. Why do you think people become rock stars? It's these guys who are servants of the Maya. They come up with a big bag of money and say, we'll make you famous, right? And people sell out. Like, oh, yeah, okay, because maybe happiness is in that, right? They believe. They think, well, if I could I've been watching TV and it shows these Michael Jacksons. They look at me like, oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, well, let me be a Guru Dev. And I can get all these followers doing that too. It's even easier. There you got to be talented. There you only have to dress for success. Just put on the right thing, kiss a few asses, play some politics, and you can become Guru Dev. Or if you're lucky, you got in at the right time, right? Get in at the right time. You got initiated by Prabhupada. Oh, man, instant guru, you rock star. You can go and travel all over the world. And he's a Prabhupada disciple. He's a Prabhupada disciple. See, you get all those followers, man. Very superficial. Look who comes here. I get the deep ones. Look, I get a Fernando, man. A very intelligent guy. Preaches fantastic, man. Look at Lalita Ganga, has the most ecstatic devotion I've never seen on the planet. Well, I don't think anybody but what's going on here are really ecstasy, but
It's the omnipotent Lord.
Yeah. Look at Johan, beautiful ecstasy, happy in his heart. I never get a problem from people who are ecstatic. Once you get steady ecstasy, you get no problems because they got no problems. How can I get problems when the person has found the secret of no problem? He is, you a little lonely? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You want the association of devotees, not people in Maya, or you don't want to drag them down into the Maya that you're in. Yeah. See, so that's you want to be around happy people like that. People that don't have problems because they found a secret. Oh, I'm a goddess of fortune now. Oh, I'm a god of fortune because I found the treasure and I stay with the treasure. I just, just relish the treasure. Play with the treasure, man. See, there's no fault in that. These people, the misers with the money stuff, and they play with their buildings, and their finances and all that stuff. They're all absorbed in all that stuff, right? Because it's so important to them and they want to make more money. It's never, I watch these guys, being into the crypto thing. So I watched them. I thought, look at these guys. They got more money. They're billionaires from this thing, from the crypto stuff. They don't need to do anything like that. They could spend their life in spirituality and they're just always turning more money, making more profits. Why? They're addicted to what's illusionary. And they're all hyped up, man, on stress. See, that's their energy. That's fruit of actors. And they're blocked from spiritual development. Because that's all of the world. That's the Klaus Schwabs and the Bill Gates. They're very busy. They're in meetings all the time. Let's control the world. All that work they got to do. Control the world and everything. See? That's being a servant of the Maya. Devotees are not like Prabhupada said, they're like snakes. The snake just finds a hole already built. Like I didn't build this friggin', I got the construction right next to me. You wouldn't believe all day and night working and building, and lots of money and time and energy just to build this thing. And then it's so expensive to buy, because all the money they spend. And a little earthquake will come, especially this building here. They build this cheap building. I watched them. What they do is very cheap. This little shake will go, and it's finished. That's the world, man. And that's you guys, when you're building your understanding on a flimsy foundation. See, that's the power here, is we build it on the truth. Solid, man. These are the pillars. See? Pillars that make the house stand is that truth. That's why you don't neglect it, right? See? That's why the world falls. People fall. People fall down. Ultimately, you become humbled by falling down. These gurus will fall down. They have to. They're not real. You have to ask the question, is Gaura Hari Das's preaching real?
Yeah.
Is it really by the books? These books are the pillars. The essence of these books are like the foundation and the pillars that go very deep, see, into this earth. Yeah. And the winds of Maya, Jesus talked about this, and the winds of the illusion come and hit against it, but it's solid, man. Solid in the truth, solid in the ecstasy. Look at all these, the winds are these people in Maya. They're just part of the winds, and they all try to blow this down, but they can't because it's so strong. Yeah. So we bring our house into the world, on the stage of the world, to show the world this house remains. This house is solid, man. This is nice construction, solid construction, based on the truth, man. You can't blow it down with your speculations. It's like you ever see like the wind blowing against the solid house? It just blows and it doesn't do anything. Okay? But those winds of illusion, when it hits against a house of cards, you ever see it build a house of cards? Very flimsy. A little wind comes and it blows it down. Okay? That's what's going on. That's why you put your faith in people who are not really anointed by the supreme transcendental Lord, and you believe in their word, their flimsy word. You get a flimsy result. That's why they leave in your own. Oh, my Guru Dev left me. And they will all leave. They will all run away because they say they're guru, man, but they're not empowered by the transcendental potency. That's the real guru. That's the real, you come to Krishna consciousness about devotional service. It's about pure devotional service. It's not about some flimsy speculative idea that Varnashram Dharma or some other ideas or some new age preaching, some new age teachings or liberation teachings, peppered into your word, your flimsy word. No, it's about pure devotional service. The mercy of Lord Caitanya gives you pure devotional service, pure devotional words you speak. Words that touch the heart and lift the soul out of the illusion. Just like Varaha went into the waters of devastation, which everybody is in now. These are the waters of devastation. Things are being devastated, man. See, Varaha, and we also go into this water and lift up the world. Who wants to be lifted up, man? Are you ready for that? Or you want to stay in the waters of different? You still have faith in these gurus? You have faith in Radhanath and Jayapatakas and all of that stuff? Well, their house is built on a flimsy foundation. We prove it every day. Look at the preaching. It's very flimsy, not solid. There's no meaning for advancing in spiritual life other than the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is our life and soul here. We give our life and soul to others. And you don't like it? Shake the dust and we move on. Oh, you don't want the mercy? Okay, well, just keep holding on to your flimsy houses. And when they knock down, you'll fall down and maybe you'll learn your lesson in some lifetime. Your guru is many lifetime preaching, right? That's what they preach. And they're right. It's going to be many lifetimes for you going that way. All I see in the Narayan Maharaj group are big false egos, man. They think they got it, but they got nothing. Where's your ecstasy, man? Well, you could speculate all you want, man. Where's your ecstasy, man? Where's your conclusive understanding of the mercy of Lord Caitanya and why he came here to give that mercy? He has the power to do it, and we got the power to do it. We prove it every day. What is your preaching in comparison to distributing the mercy of Lord Caitanya? All your flower, oh, good Ryan Raj, oh, Jaipataka. I was they were talking in Mayapur, the glories of Jaipataka. Oh, so one lady was, but what glory was there? She was in Maya, man. Illusion. All flowery words, everything flowery, but they have no impact. Don't change anything. Didn't Jesus change people? Don't we change people here? They transform here. They go from being a fallen conditioned soul up to communing with the divinity of God, the true Lord, the Lord that lasts forever. And you notice people keep coming back that got it, because now you know what's real. Castles made of sand, melted. Exactly. It's all it is. The truth will set you free, right? Don't we just preach the truth here? Boldly, like we read the verses. If you're empowered by the Lord, you can boldly preach the truth and not worry about the sand castles are disappearing. And you can tell the people, the conditioned souls, hey man, why don't you hold on to the pillars of truth we hold on? I'm not preaching anything that I don't hold on to. I'm preaching what I hold on to. I hold on to this bhakti, man. I hold on to this name, this attraction to the name. I share this attraction to the name. So you can also hold on to it. Otherwise, there's no real meaning to guru if you don't have bhakti lata bij and give bhakti lata bij. You haven't found the full meaning of life. This is the full meaning. Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1. That's the beginning of your spiritual life. That's what Prabhupada said. Without a bona fide guru, you can't make any spiritual advancement. Not spirit advancement. You're advancing in speculations, advancing in New Age things, advancing in Buddhism, which they don't even believe in a God, much less connecting. All speculations everywhere. Here we have the ecstasy and we have the truth, conclusive truth. These scriptures are beautiful, man. Written by the most exalted devotees ever graced this universe, man. And so we have all this candy here, man. It's trick or treat. See, you want the trick? Well, go out in the Maya. You want the treat? Come here. You want the trick? Go to these gurus in all these big mega, they're like mega churches, mega organizations, ISKCON and Narayan Raj groups, big groups, right? You want the tricks? Go out there. You want the treats? Come here, because that's all we do. We worship because of treats. We're like these little dogs. And our master just likes to keep giving us the nice treats. We don't have to live on the sugary halavas that Kamala Kanta has to live on. We live on the treats. Huh?
Or fasting.
Yeah, frosting. Yeah, we get the sweets. Can you imagine you get sweets that you don't get a bellyache from? If we could really eat the sweets in the world, we would eat them. But you eat them and you get sick because that's the way the world is. Oh yeah, you go all the way up into the religion of gurus. He must be sweet. Let me taste the nectar of what their words. And you don't know there are putana stuff mixed in there, all this poison and everything. And you think poison is sweet and you die. See, you take another birth. Here, you taste these words, you live forever. We already proved it. This is real life here, man. Energy, life, everlasting. Do we stop glorifying the absolute truth? Always inspired more and more and more. Do we stop chanting the holy name more and more and ecstasy? Not just chanting to get our rounds done, but to taste every name. To relish that name because it's God. God is very relishable when you get attachment. And that's what we do here, share attachment. Okay, who do we got here trying to get on? Let's see. Okay, your feed is really weak there, Govinda. So I'll put you on if you get a stronger feed. All right, let's try that. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Yeah. Go ahead, read on there, Lalita.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. So, he's beloved of Lord Nityananda Prabhu.
Yeah, here, Dr. Tom said something important. The word Chaitanya means living force. See? That's why it's Sri Krishna Chaitanya. See? Sri Krishna, the Chaitanya, the living force of Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, the living force was the love of Krishna. That was his inspiration and his motivation for everything. For preaching, it gave him the power to preach and to communicate this to others, his love for Krishna. People got, see, he was the fructification, the fruit, right? Fruits have seeds in them. See, when it fructifies, the seeds drop. Otherwise, people, you're going to teachers and teachings that are not based on the fructification of love of God. These books were the fruits of the devotees who had love of God. See, so if you're not like a fruit of this love of Krishna, you cannot understand them very well. A fruit has to share them with you, and then the seeds go into you. You throw this truth into you, it goes into your heart. It's called the Word of God, comes through the real devotees. Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita.
Yeah. He's beloved of the beloved Lord of Nityananda Prabhu and Gadadhara Pandita. All glories to
Oh yeah,
Lord
just a second. So somebody in TikTok is asking, says, "Hi, we look alike, just like. Okay, what are you talking about? We are literally twining, and you're ignoring me. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I forgot that I had the TikTok here going too. Okay, I'm going to just say a couple things for. All right, so what am I talking? I'm talking about connecting with our source. You know, this is when people like religion is kind of a speculative version of the truth. It's not a real clear picture of it, but spiritually, we're meant to connect to our source, and this is very empowering to do. And you can do that by connecting with the names of beings who are either the source, who have come to the planet to show how to connect to the source, or those who are connecting to the source and show by a role model of doing that. So the source is called by many names. Some people call it God, Krishna, Christ, Shiva, Lord Caitanya, different names, the beloved, the Sufis. Yeah. So that's what we're all about here, because most people are connected with the Maya, the illusion in the world. So it's very weak, and it makes you weak also. And people don't know that. They don't know how to identify the difference between our eternal source, spirit, of the source, which is spirit, and what is illusion, which is matter, material. See, people don't know how to do that. Okay? So therefore, that's what we do, is teach how to connect to that source and feel that empowerment, feel that energy, feel that life that comes from it. It's because it's the real life. It's very pure, very purifying, and it causes our soul, to be awakened or released into. We become aware that we're spirit and related to the supreme spirit, which is our source, called by different names. So we worship the source. In one of his incarnations came as Krishna. It's like you can say this is a God, the God who came here in that form. God has come in different forms and to teach us these lessons of how we're meant, our soul is meant to connect and commune with the Supreme Soul, because that's where the energy is. That's where the life really is. Yeah. And people don't know how to do that. They've forgotten. Or maybe they never knew. Who knows? But they're not doing it. And that's why people suffer. We're not meant to suffer. When our soul is awakened, suffering is diminished by this communication. See, communication. People got it wrong in the world. They're speculating. They think, oh yeah, communication is with people who are also in illusion. There's not much energy there. Matter of fact, you're draining each other. You're stroking each other's false IDs. And you just get more and more lonely and unhappy, even though everything is like that. It just drains you. And you think, well, let me get more of what's actually draining me. See, so they go to people who they think, well, if I get more of this, and that goes for everything in the material world, these resources in the material resources in the world actually drain you when you put your energy and attention and hopes and dreams in them. Okay? Yes, let me meditate on making money all the time, or let's get together with this beautiful lady, a beautiful man. Let's have lots of babies, and so you these are the resources in the world, and you're exploiting them and being drained by them more or less. And you think you get energy. Okay, you need more kids. Okay, not one kid's not enough. Get another one. And then you're working. You think, oh, I need more money. Yeah, if I get more money, then I'll be happy. All these crazy illusions. This is not where real happiness is. We teach real happiness is connecting to a transcendental spirit source, which you can do. We have the equipment here. Just it needs to be activated and awakened. Then you'll find what real happiness is. Then you can relax. See? Those who are not strongly connected, and like Kamalakanta, he needs to learn this stuff because he wondered, why am I struggling? He's still struggling. Everything's hard for him and everything. And Gohar, he thinks he's just laying. Yeah, I'm laying back because I learned the secret, man. I'm here to make laid back people, but you can't be like, he doesn't want to learn. He just wants to think. It's like people they need to get that you haven't got it yet. If you're not, like getting this energy, this potency, this life. And so people like to compete with it, which is ridiculous. It's stupid. And when you give up and then you can learn, like I teach real principles for these Prabhupada disciples. They got to learn that. Kamalakanta, you're an example of people who needs to learn these things. You got to understand Shiksha Guru. Your guru is talking about Shiksha Guru. You need this. This you could say this is the Prabhupada that you need to be instructed from now. Otherwise, you want to you're doing what you think Prabhupada. You think your instructions and your ideas are what are better than Prabhupada, even though a lot of this with these people, they think their speculations are better than Prabhupada's real truths. They don't know Prabhupada's real truths. See? That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm teaching this, so that you can know Prabhupada. You can know what is real prasadam. You think he was like, oh yeah, prasadam, you just worship this food, worship these cows, worship Varnashram. It's the ultimate goal of life, like Ramananda Roy said. No, I'm standing in for Lord Caitanya's side, or Prabhupada's deeper mind and heart. That's external bhakti. Move on. Tell me something deeper. Teach me something deeper. Yeah, and if you don't want to learn here, well, you just die more or less like you are, man. You never made much. You're still into the food trip, the gross food. See, after 50 years, still on that level. Well, before you kick the bucket, maybe this will penetrate now, seems to watch some of the classes. So, and that goes. This is not. I aim this teaching or this word at you, but I'm hitting all of Prabhupada's disciples with it. Actually, there are most of them are like that, and their followers become like their gurus. Man, hard-headed, stubborn. They don't want to move on. Well, you got the word, man. You got the message. You can accept it or go stay with your flimsy houses, your flimsy teachings out there from flimsy gurus and flim-flam mans and con artists and all that stuff. Because there's so much of that out there. This is, after all, it's Kali Yuga. Age of darkness. What do you think goes on here? Who do you think are manning these positions? Why do you see they're finding so many pedophiles, which are servants of Maya, man? That's what they like. That's their real enjoyment. They just use you as an energy, man. They just want you to worship them. That's why they're in their position. You need a guru who doesn't get energy from you. You can't add to me unless you're a devotee. Lalita can add to my life. Amy can add to my life. Why? Because they got the real devotional potency. That's the way it's meant to be. That's why Rupa Goswami can add to my life. Krishna Das Kaviraj can add to my life. But not by people who speculate, who are in the Maya. That's why these Vaidis, these gurus, they can't add to my life, but we certainly can add to theirs. But we know better. Oh, you stay out there. Stay in jail, man. That's up to you. We'll work on those who want to come out of jail. Amy wanted to come out of jail, right? Fanny wants out. Lalita wanted out. Tom wants out. Isn't that like a jail? All these people trying to take energy from you to latch into you and pull out your life. Okay? So I'm here to teach how to connect to the hub, transcendental hub, and get unlimited happiness and energy, and teach that to others also. They need it badly, especially now. People suffering on every way because they believe in the temporary. Nobody's showing them what is actually spirit. These gurus can't show you what's real spirit. Oh, they can just talk and speculate, give you memorized flowery verses that don't do anything. You're going to be the same. You listen to that and you go on your way. You come here, you really listen to this, you change, you transform. These words are words that are meant to transform people. They're solid, man, not based on speculation. They're truth as it is. You'll feel them. You come here and listen attentively, you'll feel them. Okay, so we got a question here, and Lalita answered it. Okay, good. So I have a question. In Vaidhi, who's asking the question? Is that Fernando or something? Let's see. Okay. You want to read the question there, Lalita?
Yeah, he says, I have a question. In Vaidhi, you are encouraged to make all kinds of efforts to gain the grace. Here, you say that the grace is received and you can relax. My question is, what's the role or effort in Raganuga Bhakti?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, people that have they're very fruitive attached. And that's when Prabhupada came here. You see all these fruitive workers. They don't have the capacity to understand what I'm preaching yet. Do you see? Even this is an example of it. I'm preaching, right? They don't understand. What are you going to do for people who don't understand? You ever see people that lack intelligence and you try to talk to them, they do, what do you do? So the role of that is a beginning for beginners who are not ready. They call it so neophyte. They're too attached to material things. Oh, okay. Yeah, come to devotional service. Yeah. It's all about Varnashram Dharma. What do you like to do? Do that for Krishna. Somewhat. Give some of your fruits of your money to Krishna. Oh, you got a lot of energy? Oh, go build a big temple for Krishna. Go use that energy. You know, that way you're looking at Krishna. You don't feel much. You don't really understand the Lord. You know, oh yeah, put nice garlands over the Lord. You know, flowers. You know, build a temple. You know, bring people to the temple, ring the bell. You know, worship the Lord like that. See, you wanted active like that. So, because this preaching, which we're doing now, right? This is what stuff that the acharyas knew deep in their hearts, and they practice in their homes alone, because too many people were like that. Most are neophytes. Even Bhaktivinoda said most people, most Vaishnavas are neophytes. What he was preaching, even in Sri Krishna Samhita, the first book, not the first book, but a nice book. He said, this isn't for neophytes. They cannot understand this. For them, the gross meanings of the Vedas are for them. Yes, Varnashram Dharma. Yes, work for Krishna. So that's the role for the very beginners. Like Moses, Jesus said to the Pharisees, he said, because the Pharisees didn't like Jesus's teaching, which is kind of on these lines, more Raganuga. They didn't like it. And they wanted to promote the teachings of Moses more. Eye for an eye, you know, rules, regulations, mandates, and they didn't understand this mercy Jesus was talking about. He said, because of the hardness of your hearts. See, too hard. Therefore, Moses preached mandates and rules and regulations. You know, it's the first stage. Not everybody has to go there. Anybody, see, so I preach, anybody can come here. That's why this is the preaching of Prabodhanandana. When this level of preaching is here, and it's being preached like it was 550 years ago, then whether you follow rules or not, you just come here, you get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you will attain everything you may wish. And when you come here and you go deep here, you'll wish for bhakti every day of your life. That's your real wish. And you don't have to wish much here. You just come here, the desires instilled in your heart because you get taste, you know, you got that's your life now. It's like a vampire lives on blood. Well, you live on the blood of God. The blood of God are these verses and these names. Devotees have no life with that. That's our connection with the Lord here in this world. See? But people, the gross materialists, don't understand this. The persons, they come into religion first. But anybody can come. I'm going to just preach. I share this message. And look, Amy came. She didn't do anything, you know. She was just burnt out on the world. And this gives her hope. Now that hope came into assurance, into realization, and like, wow, this works. My God, it's my life. I love it. New life. See, that's the kind of guru you got here. You change here. Not you come to devotional service on the Vaidhi platform and you die of Vaidhi Bhakti. You come here, you're going to change. Vaidhi Bhakti or not. You know, you come as you, whatever you are, you're going to change, man. Because the word of God without speculation is the most powerful of all in the universe. It cuts a hole right through the universe. It's like the toe of Vamanadev poking a hole in the universe. See, and the spirit rushes in. See? That's what we do here. Simple. Yeah, that's why. Does that make sense?
Well, he asked, what is the effort that we do here? The effort do is not an effort anymore, actually.
Yeah, see, this is spontaneous devotion. Is spontaneous. There's a little effort. You open your mouth, chant Hare Krishna. You turn your camera on, and you listen attentively. There's some effort in that, isn't it? I mean, that to me is my effort. My effort is to attentively hear the holy name, to chant the holy name, to pick up this book and look at the words and speak them. It's a lot easier. Especially now. A lot of people can't do that effort there, Fernando. They come here and they're only half here. Part of their minds, and maybe they can't help it. Maybe they're just so agitated inside. That's their karma. They come do what they can do. They listen to half the class. Like River used to say, she didn't hear everything because things are going on and all that. But gradually, by and by, you become more attentive. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the power of the Spirit. The Spirit changes you. That's the point.
Yeah.
Transforms you. So you come, and in the beginning, it's not with the same pleasure as after a while.
Yeah.
The Spirit changes that.
Yeah, Jesus had a good teaching. He said, my words are spirit. They change people. You think it's any different here? People think, oh, Gohar, he thinks he's like Jesus. Well, hey, man, you better be like that. Otherwise, you're not a real guru. I'm preaching a real standard, man. Your words need to change the hearts of people. Otherwise, they're not strong. They're just these wimpy words that I hear from these so-called gurus. You're a so-called guru to me if you dare to say, I represent the Gaudiya Vaishnavas and I can bring you to Vrindavan. Aren't all these disciples of Radhanath and Jaipatanya, oh, Gurudev, bring me to Vrindavan? They believe it, but it's a lie. They can't do it. Bringing people, it's very practical, very simple. Bringing people Vrindavan is like Lalita. Doesn't she show you that she's in Vrindavan? People don't even know. Look at these deeders. They look at her. What's going on there? That's why the rules and all that gross external bhakti is taught, because they don't see that the person here is a recipient of the mercy of Lord Caitanya because she got a real guru and she got it through that. She's preaching that again and again and again. And all these leaders, all they want to do is challenge, and they got nothing. They can't give, all they can give you is poison. We don't need the poison. Sorry, doesn't do anything. I only use the poison for preaching. I say, you see, that's poison, man. This is nectar. This is truth. These words cause a transformation, like in Lalita and Johan and Tom and anybody else coming here attentively listening to this and believing in this powerful message, because these words are spirit. How dare you say only Jesus can say, oh yeah, well, Goharidas says this too, because it works. I see from my own experience that people are changed by the words of truth. Now I can stand by. I already went through all these people saying, no, it's not really true. No, do come listen to me. Listen to my bullshit. Well, I listen to it, and I deem it bullshit, man. You think you're the only guru? Well, prove that you are one of those only gurus. Fine, man. You say you're a guru. Let's see the words change the hearts of people. Let's see it lift the spirit out of them. Let's see it cause the birth of Krishna. See if it causes a pregnancy in people and Krishna is born in them, like these words do. You show you do that? Otherwise, get off to the side, man. Go preach to the neophytes who believe your bullshit. Ooh, what an attitude, Gohar. Wow.
Truth is truth.
Yeah. I like Dramana. She looks at these, she's picking up these attitudes now and put them on. It's fantastic. It's great. With Gohar doing all these things, and she puts the music to it and stuff, or speeds it up. Oh, that's less stuff. She's getting very creative. It's going to make devotees, man. They got to look at this and say, what is this crazy thing? I think we'll go and attend a couple of those sessions, man. It's like a comedy.
It was like in the army, you were like talking like a general.
That was so funny, the last couple of things, man. She's getting good at this.
And then her laughter in between, it was perfect.
people are starting to wait for the show, right? That's what this is. Hey, we're entertaining here. You may not disagree with everything, but you can't. You got to admit it's entertaining, man.
She picked out the best moments.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to learn stuff doesn't mean it can't be fun. It's got to be fun, man. I only do fun here. It's only fun. It's not fun when the purification is cooking. This is the kind of cooking Kamala Kanta cooks halava. We cook the people here. We cook their energies, and
Spicy halva.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What is Amy there? Oh yeah, go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, I'm focused in I feel there's a lot in this word character. Maybe charita, like from Chaitanya Charita Amrita. This character, we are cooking the characters. Can you please say something more about this character? Why it's important?
Whose character?
Chaitanya Charitamrita, the character of the living force.
Yeah. The character is what you see here, man. Just observe. These are the characteristics. The Lord has characteristics. He's very funny, very creative, very truthful. Very ecstatic, very blissful, very powerful, very authoritative, very humble sometimes, different moods. It's amazing. And the more we see, we're meditating on the Lord, and the more these characteristics of the Lord begin to come through. Because this is, in Maya, you think you're different. We're built to be simultaneously one and different. This is Lord Chaitanya's revelation he brought to the world. See, one and different. So there's the sun and the sun ray. So the sun ray represents the sun in this world. See, the ray is the connection to the sun. See, what we're actually getting are the rays here of the transcendental sun. That's just how it works. That's the purification. We're all ultimately, we just need to be purified to the point of that, the sun and the ray being connected again. And then the realization is, oh, I see, I'm an individual, eternal part and parcel of that sun. See, a part of it, an intimate part of it. Okay? Yeah. So what does Amy say there, Lolita?
I will go to Facebook just a minute. Amy says, this is so true. I'm a Bhakti vampire and I need these words for my life. I just want these words and vibration in my ears and in my heart all day long. I don't want to leave any room for Maya's tricks and fickle energy to infiltrate my sacred transcendental vibration.
That's a secret, and she's learning that. That's who you become an experiencer. Well, you realize happiness is just, you don't need a false ID. A lot of people, they just want to keep, no, I want to use my false ID. I want to keep it, even here, for a while, they want, no, I want to use my false ID. I want to show everybody my false ID, and let's see if I can pull it over. And some of you guys are still foolish enough to keep looking at the false ID. Oh yeah, let me look at the false ID. They want to show, I want to show you my false ID. See, Amy she'll teach those persons the best. Because she realizes the truth. Let me be in the Lord. Let me be in the word of the Lord. Let me be in the truths of the Lord. Because that's where the peace is. That's where the happiness is. You don't need to stick the false ID between you and God. That's the problem. See, that's why Ruta, we're like Ruta from the outside. Say, hey man, get that thing out of there, man. Move it aside. Just be in the Lord, and the Lord will be in you. And there you go. You're self-realized now. See, that's why she's picking it up quick. Fanny also. Lalita. See, Tom's doing that now. See? You don't need all this false ID stuff, false identification. See, that's all those are the qualities of the Maya, actually, and they cut you off from. That's why you see we absorb deep in the truth, yeah? and that gives us the connection, the happiness, everything comes. Yeah, yeah. What else? She wrote more
I will read.
things.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Or anything people are saying.
Govinda says, never been easier. They didn't have this facility in Mahaprabhu's day. That's why it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have all, see, the whole thing was him to perform pastimes so that we could see them, but we see them by hearing and get the same result, because by seeing them is meant that ecstatic devotion awakened, but it didn't awaken in everybody. A lot of people just saw Lord Caitanya in Navadvip and thought he was just a nice Brahmin or an arrogant one. That's all they didn't get it, but later on, they did. They got purified by seeing. See, like the same thing you get purified by preaching. We're preaching every day, right? This not only are you, but other people are becoming attracted. People starting to take it seriously. If they see this, why will people more and more take this seriously? Because they see it's still standing here. Year after year after year, and everything else is busting apart. When you see something strong, strongly rooted, and then you can start to see, look what's not strongly rooted. Prabhupada talked about they're changing the acharyas every year. They were changing the acharyas. They were making them and breaking them. Maya would make them and break them because it doesn't last. Nothing she does lasts. This lasts. Jesus is lasting, isn't he? Paul is lasting. All real devotees last.
All transcendental.
Their words are spirit, man. These words will last. They're very true. Yeah. Those what kind of words will last that don't do anything? See, see, the only thing that this is the Maya doesn't want you to know this. The only thing that will really last are the Lord and the Lord's intimate devotees. They're the only truth in the world. See, Lord Caitanya said, he taught this in Chaitanya Mangal. He said, the only thing real in this world, the only thing eternal, the only thing eternal in this world, he says, is Krishna, his name, right? My devotees, there are eternal also. The devotees of Krishna, the devotees of Christ. If you're transcendentally connected, you're transcendentally connected forever. Okay? Somebody else too. Even the devotees of my real devotees I consider eternal. Okay? That's why I think, if you may not be perfect, maybe we're not perfect, doesn't matter. But are you a devotee of the devotees? Okay? That is a heart thing. Amy may die, say she died tomorrow, or Fanny. They're not completely perfect, but they're eternal. Why? Because they're a devotee of a real devotee, right? See? The philosophy is true. The Lord considers them eternal. Not only that, he shows that they're eternal right here. You can see, look at the symptoms of an eternal person. They're conclusive. They understand deep truths, don't they? Amazing. That's why the Lord said, hey, yeah, devotees of my devotees are eternal. That's the guru principle. That's why you need one of those. Otherwise, I don't see Dieter as eternal, or these people like them. How can you be eternal if you don't understand a person who is part of the eternal speaking to you and speaking to you eternal words? You can't grab them, right? You can't. These are ropes. You hold on to these words and never let go, you're considered eternal, because that's what I do. I just teach what I do. I hold on to these truths, man. I hold on to the truth. That's my rope. I just don't let go. Hey, the test of Mayas always wants you to let go of the real rope. Doesn't it? Always, oh yeah, let go. Don't go to Gory. No, he said blah, 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 blah. Right? Don't come there. Don't know. He's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. See? They want you to let go of the rope. If you go, oh, okay, well, there you go. Back into the cycle of birth and death. Or your mind says, the little demons in there stay. Oh, what do we do? No, he's wrong. No, don't believe in it. Going right, he's wrong. I don't believe in that. They want you to let go. And if you do, how many people have left like that? I don't know. I don't agree with them. See, a different opinion. They think my opinion is my opinion. My opinion? No, I'm in God's opinion. And you prove me wrong. Anybody here, prove me wrong that what I speak is not God's opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. Prove to me or anybody else. Well, prove to me. I already with the anybody else thing. That's why they say, go Hari. Are you, has any Mahabhagavat like that Hare Krishna, that Mahant, have they ordained you to be Guru Dev? Or the guy whose lips never touched tea, and he's guru because of that? Has he ordained you? That's what Dieter says. This guy's not qualified to do it. If that's his level of preaching, no, that's for you neophytes like you, Dieter, man. You go praise those guys.
You never touch the holiness of the holy name.
Idea. It's not conclusive at all. And these are your leaders. I'm sorry, man. I'm not. See, this is very low. To me, it's low class. See, a low class. See, class, word. Are you low class? Who are you listening to? Are you high class or low class? If you hear the truth as it is, the essence of truth, which only comes from those deeply attached to the transcendental Lord, and they can prove it, see, that's high class. See, that's a high class. See, you're listening in class of a high class word. You want a low class word? Well, go to the words that don't do anything, man. Go look at the Narayana Raj preaching. Look at the gurus now preaching. People still gonna die in at best mode of goodness. And they think, whoa, that's motive. You're not thinking that. You think it's transcendental. And they fault me. Go hard. You just say the Narayan Raj group is a mode of goodness. No, it's transcendental. Oh, yeah? Well, let's see some ecstasy, man. Oh, well, we keep that private. Yeah. Bullshit, man. That's the fault in the mode of goodness. Also, a lot of trickiness, a lot of lies still in there, deceptions and speculations. And competition. See, competition with what? The truth. This is how we just prove it by action. You compete with this and you have something less, it shows like a spot on a white cloth. Of course, they can't see it because they look at the spots, right? They don't look at the white cloth. That's the problem. See, dirt. What is dirt? Speculation. They look at the spot. I don't look at that. I only use it for preaching. Speculation. See? And let's look at the cloth, man. See? Highest truth distinguished from the spots. See? Pure bhakti, attachment to Krishna, distinguished from the spots, the speculations, the weak philosophy, watered down philosophy, mixed philosophy, alloyed bhakti, mixed with new age stuff, liberation stuff, preaching. That's a Radhanath, more, liberated, equal. See what Brahman, they think that's so high. Equally disposed. No, you got to go deeper than that. They're not even, I tell you, they haven't even realized that. He People think, wow, he's equally disposed to everything until he comes here. All of a sudden, he's not equal here. He'll start judging this. This is not bona fide. Oh, you're not, see, the equally disposed level doesn't, it's only partial understanding. That you need to go beyond. You got to see transcendentally. This is transcendental variety preached here. This is the high class devotee. This is a madhyam devotee. This is a neophyte devotee. See, but if you don't know what is the uttam devotee, how are you going to know what is a madhyam devotee? Or see, these persons don't know what it is an uttam devotee who has the mercy of Lord Caitanya. They don't know that. So then they speculate on what is the uttam devotee. They speculate on what is a madhyam devotee. And they show what is a neophyte devotee themselves. Neophyte gurus, neophyte followers. They just show it. I just look at it. Neophyte guru, speculator. Pretending to be a resident of Vrindavan, a gopi, pretending, the real gurus in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line are gopis, man. And if they're going to teach you, you're going to see some of that. Only gopis can relish the name in deep ecstasy. See, they can't show any of that. It's all speculative basis. It's all neophyte. What is a neophyte guru and neophyte followers? Blind leaders, blind followers. You're blind because devotion hasn't awakened in you yet. You don't know what it is. So it's not surprising people don't understand the preaching here. It's on, but there are people who are dead. The Lord can just, he's all omnipotent, right? He can open your understanding. If he sees you're really looking for him, he'll just open your understanding. And all of a sudden, like Amy, I understand. Right? Fanny, I understand. Why? Because the Lord knows their hearts. Here, I'll open your understanding. Because I'm preaching pretty simple, man. I'm preaching very simple.
But they understand because they experience it.
Well, the Lord allows you. He opens it to them. See, this is, you're delivered like that. That's why you guys praise your guru, because it works. It's true. It's real. Because the Lord is pleased, he opens your understanding. He sees you're looking for the path. Because if you don't find the real spiritual master, the real associate, Lord Caitanya, the immortal path isn't really open for you. Not a very good one. You can get a lot of mixed Christians. There's some lower madhyams. So they're opened by the mercy in that line, but all speculations and mixtures in there. It's never really. I don't like. When I would go to the sermon, the Christian sermons, I would go and listen to the songs, and as soon as the preaching mixed with mode of goodness stuff and all, I would leave, man. I don't like mix. I want pure bhakti, man. Pure devotional service, man. Pure communion with the Lord and the word that comes from that. Purified by that ecstasy. I'm spoiled. What can I say? Lilita's also spoiled. Johan too. Janaki also. Amy also. She don't want to go hear anything. A lot of you are spoiled. Even Tom is getting spoiled.
He doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, you come to listen after a while, you'll go like this to speculation. Speculation. Vaidhi Bhakti, like they do to us. Go Haridas, poo. Go Vaidhi Bhakti, poo. So Amy says something out. It starts with, and these ladies.
Just a minute. Tom, if you can find it before me, you can read it, because It goes so slow. Come on, man.
Wait, which one from Mimi?
From the
Says-
ladies. I've seen it, but then later I
Is
thought
there
I put,
anything else by her? Or whatever she's writing, just
yeah, but now I'm on my way for now I will see. If I meet another one, I will read the other one, but
yeah. See, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to follow this path. Look, you just have to follow the simple principles.
why is it
That's
so slow?
Okay, I'll read. And these ladies are popping out kids. Oh yeah, kids, right and left. It's unbelievable in my area. And you got to hear the superficial self and self-absorbed conversations they have with each other in the stores. Blind, empty, heavily conditioned people raising even more distressed and confused versions of themselves. Yeah, I mean, it's, in the Bible, this is the time like of the Bible is predicting what the New Testament Jesus said. He said, woe unto those who give birth at this time. Do you see the woes? You're giving birth at a time and raising a family when everything is being destroyed and your kids are being programmed. I'm amazed how people are so, I mean, this is why people are getting destroyed and all that stuff. They still want to put their kids in schools. It's unbelievable. You should be taking your kids out of schools. The schools are butchering your children.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. To get I mean, I'll tell you, I'm at a point. I'm not even gonna. I already seen enough of this stuff, and they wonder why they're being all this destruction there. Because you believe in all this crap. You believe they still believe, well, the government should help me. The government this, and the government's going to do it. And it's just like the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, when the prophet was ready to leave, he said, okay, I preached to you about God and the glories of the Lord. And now all you have to do is stay with the Lord and everything is cool. Everything is good. And they said, no, appoint some king over us, appoint some government over us, because we need the government to tell us what to do. And the prophet looked at them and says, is this what you learned from my association? Not how I don't teach this. I teach you how to connect with God and stay in the Lord and be strong. Because that's why these rules, regulations were being preached, because people couldn't get the real message of the prophets, how to commune and stay strong like a prophet. See, Prabhupada didn't get them ready enough yet for that. And proof was, as soon as he disappeared, they were right at the feet of the God brothers. And Prabhupada said, what do you come into? What do you need them? Why would you need to go to God brothers if you learned the lessons of Prabhupada? Prabhupada never needed to go to any God brother to get advice even. Nobody was like Prabhupada in that. They're very rare. He was connected with Krishna intimately. All he had to do is chant holy name in ecstasy, and everything is right. He never had a problem. His guru disappeared. He says, I was never confused or bewildered after my guru disappeared, but so many people were and speculating. And after Prabhupada disappeared, saying they immediately ran for counseling with the God brothers. And what did Sridhar Maharaj say? You glorify all those things. I don't find that glorious. You know what he preached to those the disciples of Prabhupada? Oh, be guru, man. Even though you're not qualified and you know it, put the uniform on. Let the uniform dictate. Because that was his thing. That's what he preached. Yeah, take the position. Tell you, people are, so foolish who believe that stuff.
The material show must go on instead of the transcendental one.
Yeah. So anyway, that's fine. If you neophytes, you want to believe in those fallible houses, yeah, you show me one time Sridhar ever showed any ecstasy. You can look. Just philosophical preaching. Okay, that's fine. Maybe he was a good guy. Or Narayan Maharaj was a good person. But it ain't good enough, man. Where's the transcendental meat? You know, the substance, the protein. See? Where's the protein? See? That's in love of Krishna. Is your life force, are you like Lord Caitanya, man? The love of Krishna is your life force, man. And you prove it by your ecstasy and your strong word that comes from it that moves people and changes them. See? So I'm sorry, man, I'm spoiled. We do high-class preaching. You know? The real word based on the strength of the bhakti, man. See? Satchidananda. Why go anywhere else when Satchidananda is here, man? Thy will be done on earth now as it is in Vrindavan. Why go anywhere else if you got sufficient? If the Lord opens your understanding, you know, why would you be anywhere else if you consider yourself a devotee of Krishna? Why don't become a devotee of Krishna? Anybody ready? To be a devotee of Krishna, you got to adore Krishna, but you got to know who that Krishna is, and that spontaneous adoration comes from your heart. If you don't come here, you don't like to be with those who are adoring the real Krishna, well, that's why you're with the speculators. That's why you're with the neophyte gurus who can't rise to the plane of transcendental mellows like we are, relishing the name and pastimes. Our word is based from that, see, from that bhakti. Oh, you don't appreciate this? Oh, well, we'll just preach some more. Okay, what else we got here? Govinda, the sharks who dwell in the ocean. Is there anything you guys can read? Or?
Amy says, can I read that?
Please.
Because I wanted to understand. That's what I asked for. And he lets me really hear and feel your divine vibration coming through your words. It's the greatest gift I could have ever received. Every day I receive more and more of this amazing blessed gift from this mouth of my guru and his devotees.
See, you cannot rise to the plane of Ras by speculation. That's chapter 2, Adi Lila says that. You cannot rise to the plane of transcendence by speculation, doesn't it? That's why if you hear like she's hearing, see, you rise to the plane of transcendence just simply by hearing. How do you think Maharaj Parikshit did? He just heard attentively from his guru, Shukadev Goswami. How do you think Prabhupada? He just listened to the word, the powerful word, devotional word of Bhaktisiddhanta, and he rose. The Lord, even Bhaktisiddhanta marked him, said he's going to be a great speaker. Why do you think, Amy? Why do you see what she writes? Very realized and all. How's that coming? From attentive hearing. See, rise to the plane of understanding. See, now you have something to say. See, you went in the door. See, the door is the word, right? The word is spirit. You rise, you go in the door. You become the shepherd of the sheep. That's the example. See, Lalita's like that also. Johan. See, rise to the plane of transcendence. And then you got the gift, right? Now you can relish these things. You can read this, chant the scriptures in ecstasy. Prove it every day.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I thought there was a gap I could jump in.
That's okay. Try keep it. Yeah, it's all right. It works.
Attentive hearing gives you spirit and truth, both. And
Yeah.
that's why you understand, because you also receive the spirit.
Yeah.
And you can remember, you can relate, you can remember,
Yeah. Yeah, be purified by the word that comes from the mouth of the devotee. Yeah, because they're relishing spirit. Why wouldn't you want to learn from a person relishing the spirit? Relishing the supreme spirit, actually. He's like an ice cream cone. See? That never melts. Well, it melts and then reassembles, and you just keep licking it.
Is to encourage their greed, to promote their greed. That's where I'm looking for. Like who is inspiring? Yes, what is inspiring? Johan is inspiring. He's playful, and at the same time he's relaxed. He is in this
Yeah.
position. He is the role model, but to get a taste for that role model, it's I can only express it by feeling it myself.
Yeah, but that you get the taste automatically by attentively hearing and associating with devotees like that.
by growing, yeah.
Yeah. Not like I gotta, see there's something in a way like that in that mood. No, you just pick it up, you share, you relish the moods of the devotees. That's just like relishing the pastimes, Yeah.
It's
The
like
pastimes were persons, right? This is persons who were living and people are watching and looking at that. See, so that you get that here too.
yeah, what I feel is I'm getting really enthusiastic. But when you see the touchstone, then when you really see that quality, you immediately want it.
Yeah.
There's no other way. If you see the quality here and you really see it, then then you want it. Then you
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Even you see it also by hearing, by chanting and hearing, you see it like that. It's like a perception that's not material. It's a spiritual perception. Okay? You can see something by hearing it on the spirit level. It's the best way, actually, most practical.
Govinda says, Acharya Srila Gaura Haridas is the word on the streets of Coventry, and Ammon is a walking flyer. I can see that.
Yeah, nicely put.
I also feel that attraction. Yes, when I hear this, I want to go there and meet Amon. Yes, this really it comes to a point, and then I feel now it's enough, and I go. Yeah, like I went to you when you were in United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It builds up, and then saturation point and explosion, and go.
Yeah. Okay, I think take a little break here. Lalita's class, I can feel it's time for her soon.
Can I eat something first, Guru Maharaj, for the body, I mean?
Yeah, please do. We don't want you to get skinny.
Thank you.
You should be fat with all the words you eat.
Do that.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
That was weird. They have all these commercials on my
The
music.
joke. Was it the joke?
No, it was on the music app. They have all these commercials.
Yeah, let's throw in some Jesus jokes. Yes. with
Yeah,
the
he was weird.
Terminator. That was
Actually, he was really demoniac. Actually, he was man, I can't believe some of the stuff they come out with now. This Kali Yuga is really bizarre, man. It's getting really bizarre.
Yeah. If we can see the fun of that demonic, that's huge.
Yeah.
If we can laugh at the demonic characters, it's whoa.
Yeah. Okay, where am I? Okay.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name.
Thank you, TikTokers, for coming.
He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he